my god, you're not gonna believe it. This is the craziest laptop I've ever seen. Let's review ASUS ROG Zephyrus Duo 16. This is a different laptop from everything you saw before. It has two screens, it has the fastest CPU in the laptop world, it has the fastest GPU in the laptop world, and this is one of the best. You're not gonna find anything better and crazier than this laptop. Before starting the video, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and ring the bell icon so you won't miss our next videos. Let's start with the body. This laptop right here has almost aluminum alloy chassis in every dimension. I liked it, and ASUS uses the highest quality and material possible in this laptop. In this laptop, you will get a different form factor. You will get two screens, one on top of the keyboard and one in the regular position. It's almost seamless between two screens with low bezels, but it's noticeable because of difference in display quality. Hinge is perfect in this laptop, and it's easy to use because ASUS has to make it durable. Keyboard in this laptop is good, but it's in the weird and odd position. Some people won't like it, but I get used to it because of this keyboard deck ASUS included in the box. And the keyboard has perky RGB and is a little different layout than other ASUS laptops. You will get a trackpad on the right instead of the bottom of the keyboard, on the right of the keyboard, and you can turn your trackpad into numpad, which is nice, and I would do it if I had this laptop for myself, because this trackpad is not that usable for me, at least. In the port selection side, ASUS made some compromises, I think. They included two USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports and two USB Type-C 3.2 Gen 2 ports, one of which should be USB 4, but at the day of recording, we can't use that at USB 4 speed. I don't know, maybe in the future with some firmware updates, you will get a USB 4 for this laptop. Also on the back, you will get a RJ45 port with 2.5 gigabit per second speed and HDMI 2.1 with up to 4K 144 Hz display or 8K 60 Hz. And it's directly connected to NVIDIA GPU for best performance possible on external screens. And for the upgradability, you can upgrade your RAM and SSDs with two slots available, which is nice. But our model right here had both RAM slots and one SSD slot occupied by ASUS, which means we had 2 TB SSDs and 32 GB of RAM in this model. Also, you can upgrade your Wi-Fi card, which is nice if you are willing to upgrade your Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi 7 in the next years, which is a nice touch to every gaming laptop. Overall, I can give this laptop in this section, in body and chassis section, a 9 out of 10 score. I took 1 score because of the odd position of keyboard and trackpad. And about display. This laptop has two displays. One of which is Mini LED, it's on the top, and one of which is LCD. There's a huge difference between these two displays. I had problem with it. You can easily see the difference between these two screens. The bottom one has 375 nits of brightness, which is too low. It's around 400 nits at max. And the top one is a Mini LED screen that you can use to see HDR content, and it can boost up to 1100 nits. And the bottom screen only had 400 at best. This is not right, ASUS. And because of that, I couldn't have my best experience with this laptop. And one other odd problem I had with these displays is the difference in resolution. The bottom one has almost 3.5K resolution. The top one has 2.5K. And if you want to use the bottom one at the best quality possible, you will get some weird feedbacks from your cursor and your Windows UI, which is not good for a $4,000 laptop. The top one has 100% of sRGB, almost 100% of Adobe RGB, which is insane, and I could easily edit any video in it. I could play any game in it, and every time I play the game, I was one of the best players because of this display. It is insanely good, and the difference in HDR is insane. And you can see the difference in the footages. It's easily noticeable when you are watching HDR content on this display. Overall, in display department, I can give this laptop a 7 out of 10 score because of the difference between these two displays, and they easily wasted a nice mini LED display with this composition. I don't know why ASUS chose to do this, but they could at least use an OLED display on the bottom so we don't see a lot of that difference, but here it is with these two displays. Okay, let's talk about performance. This laptop right here has an AMD Ryzen 9 7945HX CPU with 16 cores. 16 performance cores, not 16 like Intel with some performance, some efficiency cores. No, they are all performance cores, and they can boost up to more than 5.5 GHz, which is insane on a laptop. And they are too power hungry, but they are doing the job for you. I couldn't record a video without plugging it to a wall plug. I should plug it to a wall to display it to you because of the power hungry CPU and GPU in this laptop. But it's okay because you will know that RTX 4090 with Ryzen 9, HX Ryzen 9 will make a lot of heat and will use a lot of power. As I said, this laptop has an RTX 4090 at 16 GB of VRAM, which is nice, but it's the same die as 4080 on a desktop. I don't like this naming. At least they should have told people that it's 4080 Ti, but they called it 4090. And I didn't like the 40 series on laptops, especially on 4080 and 4090. 4080 should be 16 GB of VRAM and 4090 should be 24 GB of VRAM. This is the thing I needed to see this year from NVIDIA. You can also configure this laptop with RTX 4070, 4080 at lower prices, but here we have the best possible specs. As I said, it's the most powerful laptop. You can see in Cinebench we got almost 30K scores, in Geekbench 6, in TimeSpy, in Crystal Listmark. Everywhere you are gonna see one of the best scores, one of the best results available. And in some applications like Adobe Premiere, you're gonna have some problems because this laptop with this CPU, with this GPU is going to perform worse than a $1,500 laptop because of some Intel optimization with Adobe programs and some weird problem from Adobe with AMD processors. But if you want to buy this laptop, please buy it for your games. This can handle any game for you. We played Cyberpunk, we played Rainbow Six Siege, we played Valorant and Apex Legends on this laptop, and they all performed well and they beat the crap out of these games. You can get easily 600 or 500 FPS in Valorant. Overall, in the performance section, I can give this laptop a 9 out of 10 easily because of its heavy cooling, and you can easily see that the airflow is coming from bottom of the display, the second display, and exhausted out from the sides and the back of the laptop. There is a lot of holes in this laptop for the airflow, which means you will get the best performance available for a 4090 and the Ryzen 9, which is nice. But 9 is, I think, not enough for this laptop, and let's be a little fair for it. It deserves a 10 out of 10. Let's give it to him. You deserve a 10 out of 10. Speakers on this laptop are not the best, but one of the best laptops I've ever seen. It's not better than Apple MacBook Pro, but it's better than almost any other Windows laptop I've ever used, and it is good. So this is the webcam quality of ASUS Zephyrus Duo 16. What do you think about it? It's okay for your meetings, but I can't say it's one of the best. Battery life in this laptop is absolute trash. As you can see, I plugged it to a wall because it can't even handle recording a video It's around 30 minutes to 130 minutes, between 13 to 90 minutes, and you can't rely on the battery life for this laptop. It has 90 watt-hour battery, but it has the most power-hungry CPU and GPU chips available in the laptop, and it results in the worst battery life in 2023. At the end, I should give this laptop an 8 out of 10 score because of its too high price and its second display quality. But if you want to buy it and if you can afford a $4,000 laptop, you should go for it. What do you think about ASUS ROG Zephyrus Duo 16? Tell us in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Bye.